Morning, even afternoon. We got a banger for y'all today, baby. Sometimes I think about how old I am and how I'm getting older and how long I've been doing content creation. And sometimes it dawns on me, I wonder what the next step is. This is a random idea that I've had. I'm not saying this is happening anytime soon, just something that kind of interests me a little bit. And I'm curious what y'all think. If you do enjoy this, drop a like, share with a friend, start ringing the bell. Most importantly, be sure to tell somebody you love them. All right, I'll catch you in the next one. So I'm not saying I'm going to do this because I have a lot of moving parts right now in my life. And there's just like a lot of things happening, you know, with the tailgate. And we had this collaboration we've been working on for like a year. And I'm fat. And so there's obviously a lot that's been happening just in my life. You know what I mean? But I really think that there is an idea in my head where I, like me, Ninja, and like Cloaksy or someone, or like Jordan, like buy and make our own restaurant where we basically staple it. This is our restaurant, and I've already thought of the menu, bro. You can get like Cloak loves drinking, so you can get a Cloaksy corkscrew, Ninja's nachos, Timmy's tenders, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, bro. And it's just this banger sports bar / esports bar. Thoughts? It's probably a terrible idea, right? I just love food, and I like bars, and I like drinking at bars, so I just want to drink at my own bar. There's no way I'm doing anything like that right now because I don't have any time. I just don't. Like, I don't have time to like figure that out right now. But I really have been thinking a lot about that. Like, how cool would it be? You know what I'm saying? How cool would it be to have my own? I love sports bars. I love watching football games, sporting events, UFC fights. You know, I've been watching the playoffs lately. I love watching that in an atmosphere of a bar with a lot of TVs. And one thing that I've realized that's very important to me, Chad, I don't know if this is important to y'all when you're at a bar watching a sports bar, right? Or when you're watching a sport. So I don't know about you all, but if I'm in a sport, let's say I'm watching football on Sunday, right? At a bar. It's very important for me to have the game audio. Not necessarily even the Cowboys, right? So if you go to like a Buffalo Wild Wings and there's all the games on, right? You got Eagles, you got Titans, Bengals, whoever, right? There's all these games on. It is so important for my viewing experience at that bar to have, I borderline say, blasting one of the game volumes, at least one. So I feel like, and so you can like feel the hits and shit like that. Like, there's something about that watching a sporting event versus like just music that I love. And I realize there's just not a ton, like there's a handful of sports bars that do that, but not a ton of them, dude. I think it is very important to have the audio of a sporting event, especially if you have a UFC fight or some shit like that, right? I want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear whatever music's on. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, so like I was thinking like at some point, would I ever consider opening like my own sports bar just because of how much I like sports? And then I was thinking, would I make it like an esports thing too, right? Where it's like you could have a sporting event or you could have an esports thing, or would you leave it just to sports? Would you limit it? And just to be clear, I'm saying this right now, I have no plan to even remotely try this. This is just things that sometimes pop up into Tim's head, right? About, you know, because a lot of times people ask me like, what are your next steps, Tim? Like I have any fucking idea, but because I don't. But at the end of the day, it's like, I think about things that interest me, and I love going to a bar on football Sunday or college football Saturday, or maybe even, you know, World Series, or like I've been watching NHL playoffs. I've been watching NBA playoffs. I like going to a bar atmosphere, a lot of open windows and shit. You know, we're in Florida. Let the air flow through, windows and shit blowing through. You know what I mean? And just, you know, have the game audio blasting with a good beer and some great nachos and chicken wings. You know what I'm saying? And obviously not just that on the menu, but I love chicken wings and I love nachos. But you guys know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it's a passion because it's not. Yeah, F1 on Sundays, right? I can't think of any sports bars I've ever been to that has F1. I'll put fucking F1 on there. Daytona 500, put it on there. Get the audio going. Hey, just to be clear though, guys, there's going to be no ranch at my bar. Just to be clear. I've been thinking a little bit just about that casually, and I've mentioned it to Ninja, Jordan, Cloaksy, because obviously they live around me. But so I'm like, is this just something that I could see myself doing, or would they want to be a part of it too? And then guys, I'm totally kidding. We'd have ranch, but it would 100% be worse than the blue cheese. I digress. The point I'm making, and I guess my question is, and there's probably people here that have opened restaurants, but in my head, there's two avenues. Would I open the restaurant as not me? Does that make sense? Like, I just do this more low key. And it's like, I open up kind of a cool sports bar, but kind of a general, this is a sports bar, blah, blah, blah. And you got, I don't know, you make it dope, right? And I got fucking 150 inch TVs everywhere. It's just like, almost like an investor kind of a thing where I have some say in what happens. Or do I go the other route and I try and just lean into it and say, this is my sports bar, the Timthetatman sports bar. This is, Ninja is also in on this. Cloaksy's in on this. And it's like you base everything around, not around us because it is about the sports, but when you're going there, oh, that's Tim, Cloaks, Ninjas, Jordan's sports bar. Like, just kind of lean into it and just say you got Cloaksy's Corkscrew, you got Timmy Tenders, you got Ninja's Nachos, Jordan probably do like an elegant drink or some shit there. But it's like, I almost think you would, because then it's like if people go by it, and I'm not even saying this is like a huge ass chain, right? I'm saying a local spot, right? Where it's like, we got one of them, that's where it is. And when you go by, oh, that's their sports bar. And sometimes they're in there. You know what I mean? Would you guys think that idea would probably be more effective? Or is it, I just kind of am a silent investor because I love sports bars and I love food and I just let someone else do it? Here's what I would say. The silent investor thing would probably be way less work.
Sounds like you want to upgrade your TV and Alexis said no.
Yeah, right. Hey, honey, I want a new TV. No. Okay, I'm going to get a sports bar. But I guess the point I'm making is I've seen a lot of people do stuff like this kind of idea, right? Eminem, right? With like, he named it Mom Spaghetti, right? Isn't that what he did? Like that kind of a concept and people know, or Wahlburgers, right? You know who I would love to have a conversation with about this? I would love to have a conversation with Mark Wahlberg. I'm sure he's busy as fuck. You know what I mean? But I really would just love to hear his thought about leaning into it and saying, this is Wahlburgers. This is where we do our burgers, blah, blah, blah. I should probably talk to fucking Jimmy about this, huh? Mr. Beast. He probably has a good side end of that. I mean, he's got Beast Burgers, but his is a little more, his, I think, is structured different. Like his is like obviously a much grander scale thing where he's trying to like really expand it. I'm thinking a local spot where I can go watch my sports and also have it be a cool hangout. So, well, let me ask you this, Chad. I'll stop. I hopped on this tangent for a second. I'm sorry. I'll get off this tangent after this question. I'm going to take a general, I'm not actually taking a poll. This is just general feedback. Would you be more likely to go to a sports bar if I was just an investor in it, or it was like branded around me and my friends? So I guess a lot of you are probably just going to say my brand. But I think that's so much more fucking work, but it would probably be more effective. I probably would. Because at the end of the day, it's just, obviously I'm not as hands-on as I would be on my own branded. I saw someone say the name. You guys ready for this? Tim's Brew House. Maybe that's what we just call it, dude. Brew House, right there. Name it after Brew. And then when Brewer gets older, he can just run that one restaurant. And hopefully when I'm dead and gone, there's photos of me in there and Brew can be like, this was my dad's restaurant. It's Brew House. My name's Brewer. there it is, guys. We got the whole connection now, right? Now you got the whole connection, right? You got the legacy, right? Now it's a legacy, and it's just one little sports bar that Tim wanted to make. And why? Because not other sports bars played the game audio loud enough for him, and so he made his own fucking bar. That'll be Brewer's story when he's older. He's like, why did your dad make this bar? Well, he would go to these other sports bars and he just didn't think it was loud enough, so he wanted to make his own. I'm going to get off this tangent, but it is something I have been seriously considering as far as, and I say seriously, when I say seriously considering, chat, I mean, it'd be fun to have something that has Timmy's Tenders on a restaurant. Like, that's about the extent of me thinking seriously, but the idea to me is very cool. It's a cool idea. I just don't realistically know Like, how much time is that going to take? And ultimately, I don't even think I'm really trying to make a ton of fucking money on that, to be honest with you. That's just more like something that I think I would really enjoy to have. My own fucking random sports bar with my friends that we go to sometimes to watch sporting events, you know? 20 years from now, it'll be on Bar Rescue, right? John Taffer comes in. Tim should have came to me first, right? Dude, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the end. I hit up Bar Rescue and I tell him, hey, I need you to just help me make this bar that I think should be rescued and just make this a banger sports bar based around me and my friends. There it is. Whips, get on the phone with John Taffer, dude. Tell him I got a message. What, honey? Oh, is that for the... You're saying for the bar? Alexis just texted me, chat, and she said, you know how restaurants have like challenges to like eat all this? We would have a waffle challenge where it'd be like a 5-pound waffle stuffed with cream cheese. No, not cream cheese. I mean, I love waffles and cream cheese and like syrup, but like waffles with like maybe a huge ass chicken and waffles kind of thing. You got a waffle challenge there, a chicken and waffle challenge. Just call it Timmy's. Well, if my friends are involved, I'm not going to make it all about me, obviously, right? Someone said you should name the bar Fat Turtle. I think we got to work on that a little more. I'm trying to think of a name that would combine me, Ninja, Jordan, and Cloak, and all of us. If we all went in together, right? Although Dennis doesn't do fucking anything. I don't know if I could ever work with him. He'd probably just show up at the bar and like test the drinks. That's all he would do. The Ninja Turtle. Wait, y'all might be onto something. Fat Ninja Turtles. Wait. We're almost there. Wait, we got to get Jordan in there. Tattooed Ninja Turtle. Jordan has tattoos. We both share tattoos. What do you mean the bald Ninja Turtles, guys? Just call it streamers. I gotta be honest, I think Brew House was the best name we had. It really is, and it sounds like it's about brew, but it really is a great name for it. I mean, guys, I'm pretty sure if we make, guys, I don't think we can brand something off of the Ninja Turtles. I think they would sue us. I think that's like a bad idea. Man, Brew House just hits, right? That's just got a good name to it. That's a good ring for a bar. If you would have told me, hey, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to Brew House. That really, to me, sounds like a sports bar. What about y'all? Yeah? Hey, where are you going? I'm going to Brew House. I mean, that right there sounds like a sports bar, man. Stop. I'm not calling it the Blue Waffle. Okay, we're moving on.